Hey, what's going on? This is Mike Del Coro. I go by Florida Paranormal Researcher on my social media accounts and my YouTube. Um, Today, I'm just going to discuss what the Estes method is and how it works. So, if you've seen some of my videos while we're doing this, I just want to basically explain it so you understand what we're doing. During an investigation, sometimes I'll explain it, but it's real quick. Because we're out in the field. So here I can explain it to you in detail. So to explain the Estes method, first I have to start off with a spirit box. If you guys are familiar with a spirit box, there's many different kinds. This is one of my favorite to use devices, the SB7. Go Stop actually also makes the S box. This one's pretty darn nice because it's got a really loud speaker built in. The SB7, you usually have to use it with headphones or an external speaker. It does have an internal speaker built in, but it's not very loud. So what these devices do is they're basically an AM/FM tuner, and they sweep, and you could change the sweep rate. So just kind of like in your car, old school car stereo, when you turn the knob, you hear that and you can hear like a little bit of something coming through. The theory is that spirits, entities, things of this nature can manipulate AM and FM frequency bands. So these devices, you can have them sweep, like I said, and you can change the milliseconds. I like 150 milliseconds on FM, but it's really just trial and error to see what you like, what works for you. So I'm just gonna start a quick sweep. So that's what they do, and that's what you hear. So if you bring that to an active location and you run it, you can use them by themselves. And then in the Estes method is basically what you do is you take that device and you plug it into some headphones, preferably noise isolation. You'll see Joe in our videos usually doing the Estes method. He's sensitive, so he seems to pick up better response and is more receptive to hearing things. And he uses Vic Forth. That's what he likes to use. They're drummer's headsets, so they're isolation. And then we'll plug the spirit box into that. So the reason that we do that is he can't hear when we're asking questions. Like when you have a spirit box running, we're just shouting questions out and listening. And it's possible that somebody could hear something and somebody else could hear something different, but to take out any subconscious responses to something you hear for the person that's listening, if they have the noise cancellation headphones on, they can't hear our questions, right? So you take away their hearing, their senses of hearing outside of what they're listening to. But then they could possibly read our lips, something like that. So what we do is we use a blindfold. And we're not the only people who do this. A lot of teams do this. You'll see it on TV. It's a experiment that a lot of people are trying. So you blindfold the person. So now you take away their sight. And now they're only focusing on what's coming through the spirit box. And Joe will relax. I believe he shuts his eyes even though under the blindfold, and just kind of zone out and try to listen to whatever he's hearing and repeat whatever words or phrases that he hears out loud, or any physical things that he feels. He'll shout those out. So that's basically it in a nutshell. So listening to a spirit box through your isolation headphones, can't see, and people ask questions, and the person that's in, in the blindfold and headphones will just shout out what they hear, and then we'll see if there's any correlation. We got some pretty surprising responses. The last few times that we did it, it was almost like unbelievable how well the answers were lining up to the questions. So it was pretty interesting. I'm going to put that video up here so you can click. Also, you hear this on every YouTube video, but it's true. If you subscribe, like, and comment, it helps boost the YouTube algorithm, gets my stuff out there, gets my content out there, and that would be much appreciated. So, thank you guys. I'm going to throw in a few clips here, and you can kind of see what I'm talking about. And at the end, I'll put a link to a couple of my other, our other investigations. All right, thanks. So check it out. Paul Hammer, come talk to me.
Hello?
Hey Paul, how you doing? Just heard something back here in the bushes, in the tree line. Could be birds or animals.
Here.
Who's here? Who's here?
Listening.
They're here listening? Okay, good. Well, if you're here listening, come on out. Hear it, and he's going to repeat what he hears so you can communicate with us. You can talk to us through Joe.
Let's go.
All right. Who are we speaking with right now?
Gotta get out.
I'm not going to go anywhere. We just sat down. We just got...
Is that Joe?
Yep. That's Mike and Joe. Both of them are going nuts. Look at the ovulus. Watch it. Try to spook us.
Hey, Michael.
Yes.
Now I'm offended. Get out of here.
See? All right. You good?
I can hear it when you said leaving. I can hear it come through your earphone.
Did you? You're allowed.